Alright, guys, so we're back with part three. Honestly, it's so hard to make these videos super short because there's just so much to say. So we're trying to make it short, okay? But so by this time, to kind of set the timeline, February of 2020, me and my family had gone on a Disney trip. We took Rudy along with us, right? In February.
Mm-hmm.
And then right when we got back, literally the following week that we got back to Houston, the whole COVID outbreak happened, and then what happened?
So,
But your plan too.
okay, so my plan was to propose to her on the same date, the date that I
Like our
asked her.
dating date.
Yeah,
So,
dating
like,
day, 420.
April 20th. Yeah.
You know, 420.
That was the plan.
Yeah, I wasn't high, you know.
This guy.
But I was highly interested in you. But anyway, so
But the whole COVID
COVID ruined my whole like surprise and like
Plans.
and stuff like that because I really wanted to get married. I already had the okay, so I'm like, before they say no, I really want to move forward before they even
But
stop
COVID
me.
was like, hold up.
Yeah, but
Hold up. So yeah, so he planned on proposing April 20th. And then in May, I turned 20, just to set that timeline. May of 2020, I turned 20.
Mhm.
And then in June, me and my family got sick of COVID. So he kept pushing it, right? You kept pushing it, the time to propose. And I think you said you were going to do it like around June or July. But that's when me and my family got sick of COVID. And we were sick for like a month or so. So, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, so now I had to rethink my plans, go back to the drawing board, and I was like, you know what, like, what am I gonna do now? And then I was like, everybody was freaking out about this whole COVID because it was all over the news. People were dying, like literally a lot of people were dying, and then I was just like, man, what if I die before I even get
Oh my
married?
gosh,
I'm just
hurry
like-
up.
But I was like, okay, so my next date was to propose to her on the first day that I first saw her at our my youth event that I had.
And that was June 16th. But that's like the month I got sick, so he wasn't able to. And then I remember he told me like once ago, like a while back, he told me that he felt like he was running out of time, so he just decided to do it in November.
Yeah, November. So I was gonna do it in November, and I was like,
You ended up doing it.
yeah, I ended up doing it in November, and it was election day, right?
Oh yeah, November 3rd, election day of 2020.
Yeah, so I was all like, I think it would be cute if I say I want to
You
elect
just picked
her.
a random day.
So I was all like, everything kind of settled down already, and I was like, man,
I need to do it.
I need to do it before December. I wanted to do it before December. I didn't want to.
Year ends.
Yeah, before the year ends,
And the whole plan. So like the whole plan started with us like wanting to take pictures, right? So that's kind of how he tricked me into it. So the whole plan was that we were gonna go take pictures at Galveston, and like dress up and everything. I had asked him that I wanted this specific photographer, right? Really kind of made it more complicated than he had to by telling me, oh, this photographer's actually having like this style shoot in Galveston. Like, what a coincidence. And so I was like, oh, really? I mean, style shoots are kind of something else, right? But I agreed to it, and I was like, okay, fine, let's do that. And then we picked this day. Like it ended up happening this day, November 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
And the plan was that me, him, and my niece were gonna go to Galveston. But whenever I was getting ready, getting my makeup done and everything, Rudy changed plans. He was gonna head over there on his own, and me and my niece, I was like, well, why are you changing plans? Like, I don't know how to drive at Galveston. Like, I can't just meet you over there. So he ended up getting my youth pastor involved, Patty, and asking her if
She wanted to get involved though.
if she could take me to Galveston. I didn't want her involved just because I was like, no, I don't want to bother her. Like, what a bother, like, to just drive me with her for just pictures. Like, no. And so I was in denial for like a while, right, about that. Anyways, eventually, I ended up going with her she ended up giving me a ride to Galveston. And on the way there, like, clueless, bro, clueless. Like, I still laugh till this day of how clueless I was, because on the way there, like, my youth pastor, she was with her daughter, my niece, my other niece, were there driving me, and they kept talking to me about, like, oh, when do you want to get married? Do you want Rudy to propose to you? I even was talking about, like, oh, it would be so nice getting proposed here in Galveston.
And I told them to not even mention anything about that. And that's the first thing that they started talking about. I was like, y'all gonna ruin my plans.
Yeah, but no, like, clueless me, I had no idea. Like, I was just like, oh, yeah, whatever. And I hadn't even changed. Is what they always remind me. I literally was going with, like, some other clothes. I was going to change when I got there. But they kept begging me, change, or he already changed. But I didn't want to. Because I was like, no, I'm going to change till I get over there. I don't know why I refused. I don't know why. But
complicated.
I was kind of, like, frustrated because Rudy had changed plans, like, last minute, and I hate when that happens. Like, if we're gonna have a plan, like, it has to be the plan. Anyways, so yeah, we get over there. Oh, you tell your story, your side of the story for the proposal and everything. We have 2 minutes, so be quick.
Okay, so the whole proposal thing is I had a videographer as well that was gonna be filming the whole style shoot, and I told Steven that, hey, I'm gonna be proposing to her, so just act like you're gonna arrange us to the point where, like, we're gonna be posing, but you're actually setting me up so I can propose to her. So make it seem like, don't make it look obvious, make it seem like everything's natural. So that's what we ended up doing. I also hired Lisette, which is my big sister, who arranged everything, the whole setup, which was amazing and everything that I imagined.
And it was really nice.
So, her and her team set it up, and then it was really nice. So she got there, and then we were taking pictures, and I was super nervous.
Yeah, and while we were taking pictures, so I got there, and I was like, okay, oh, what a nice setup and everything. But while we started taking pictures, he looked so mad. Like, he looked so mad, and I was like, I kept asking him, like, what's wrong? Like, what's wrong? And one thing about Rudy is whenever he's nervous, he looks mad. And I was like, what's going on? Like, what the heck? Like, why are you so mad and stuff? And then they slickly, like, very slick, him and the photographer, apparently handed him the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got into the position. He set us in a position of, like, looking at each other, holding hands. And in the video, like, if you were to see our engagement video, like, the proposal video, I mean.
You looking for it or what?
No, I'm looking for the picture. I, like, say, oh, I think I know what's going on. Because I was starting to get suspicious because of how nervous he looked. But, alright, guys, sorry about that cut off. Oh, no, let me do it again. Alright, y'all, sorry about that cut off, but this video is becoming longer than we thought. Where were we? Okay, so the whole setup, right? So let me show you a picture real quick of, like, the setup and how we looked, right? This is the last position we took right before he proposed. Can you see it? And if you zoom in,
we can just show it to them.
If you zoom in, you can see how mad he looks, right?
I'm not mad.
Dude, look at that face. He looks super mad. He looks super mad, and like how I said, when he's mad, when he looks mad, it means that he's nervous. But right, so from that position, so right when he asked us to get in that position, I looked at Rudy and I was like, oh, I think I know what's going on. And then that's when
I popped the question.
he got in one knee. he was like,
I fell on my knee and I accident.
nah, whatever.
I'm
He gave me a whole speech. He gave me a whole speech right before he got in one knee. He just started like telling me about all this and that, this and that. You can watch the video, right? I'll link it. And anyways, and right when he got in that on his knee, literally, guys, I don't know if this has happened to any of our other friends, like especially the girls, like when he got into one knee, like that moment is like engraved in my mind. Like I feel like if I were to just close my eyes, like I can picture it every single time. Like, and it's like the best thing ever to me, because it's like that moment was like amazing. And oh, see, you can actually see my, like right there, my expression. I was like, oh,
it's like I shot
that's when he started
with my question.
And then look, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my gosh.
She couldn't even speak.
Yeah.
She was so speechless. That's why in the video I was like.
And then, you said like yes or no.
Yeah, because I'm the yes or no guy.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But it's because I couldn't believe it. And I even asked him, like, did you ask my parents? Like, I wasn't even sure if he had asked my parents.
I was like,
but
yes, don't worry about that. Like,
yeah, and it was amazing, guys. November 3rd will always be a special date for us. The day he proposed. But yeah, guys, and then I think later on that month, after like all the emotion stuff, we really talked about like, okay, so like when are we gonna get married? And we really wanted it to be a special day, like a special day for us. Like we didn't just want to pick like some random day. So after like conversation wise, we decided to pick June 16th, being the date that we first met for the first time at his church youth event. That was the first time we saw each other, the first time we
laid eyes on each other. So I was like, you know what
other day like could it be like special?
That was the first day that got introduced me to it.
Yeah, but June was like 6 months away, right? So, but we were like, can we make it happen?
Can we buy a house?
We missed the house part. Like the whole house part conversation. Okay, let's back forward. Sorry, guys. Before he proposed. We'll try to be quick. So before he proposed in November, in September, October, he told me, oh, I want to get a house, right? Never in my mind crossed that he was going to propose later on. I wanted him to propose already, but I didn't know if he had talked to my parents. But anyways, I was like, okay, well, yeah, let me help you. Because, I mean, eventually the plan for me in my mind was like, oh, he has to propose and we're going to live there. So he asked for my help, like, where should I move? What kind of house should I get? And I actually found this house. Like, I found the neighborhood because it was like new. They were building the houses here, and so they were still developing houses here. And so after a while, he came to see like the property. He came to see like the office and stuff, get information. And then in October is whenever he started the process, right? October of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And in October is when we first saw the land, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's when we first saw the land. We saw that this is where it was gonna be built and everything. I actually have a picture here. October, can't see it. Yeah. So in October, right? And then in November he proposed, like literally like the next month. And so I was like, yay, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then skip now. Okay, so now in November, later on in November, we had a small engagement party with just our intermediate family, his family, my family. And then we decided to announce when we were gonna get married, which came as a shock to everybody. We were like, we're gonna get married. Like we both kind of made the announcement all awkwardly. We made the announcement, so we decided to get married in June 16. And
6 months from now.
6 months from now.
Basically.
And everybody was like, wait, what? Like, why so soon? And it was so funny because in my parents' mind was like, oh, we thought you were gonna get married in like years from now. I'm like, hold up. So you make Rudy wait oh, like 2 years to be able to propose to me, and they thought that like years from now, no, like after a couple years we were gonna get married. But no, I think after like having the serious talk to like about when we wanted to get married, we're like, it has to be this date. I mean, it is soon, but we're gonna make it work. God's will, like we'll make it work, right? And we took on the challenge, especially Rudy, when as how he was going through the house process, getting the house, and also being able to pay for this wedding. Um, it was a lot. It was a lot for him, and I know it was a lot. I helped out here and then, but in general and overall, I think we really saw how God's hand moved in everything that we did up until the wedding and still till now. But yeah, guys. So and then March of 2021, the following year. Well, let's not skip some things, right? I'm gonna try to be quick. So, since I knew I was gonna get married in June, I right away I went to go look for dresses in December, right? But with no money whatsoever. I just went to go see, look and stuff, see what I can find. Literally the day before I went to go look for dresses. Go ahead, quickly.
I didn't really have any money because all my
Neither
money
did
was
I.
like for the house and like the wedding ring that I have for her. And then so I was just like, you know what, I don't really have a lot of money right now. So even though I didn't have a lot of money to my name, God came and brought a check to my mailbox. That was
The
just
day before, like I was gonna go look at dresses, and honestly, guys, it's like it was kind of like a miracle because this is money that I already had maybe been waiting for the past 2 years, right? And for it to fall literally the day before I went to go look at dresses was like, whoa. Like, whoa, the first, like, whoa.
The first sign.
Yeah, the first sign, the first, like, wow, of so many, right? So I went to go look at dresses, and I had the money for it. And, right? And that was, like, the biggest blessing first, right? Now, moving on to March of 2021, the following year, Rudy was able to close on the house, right? It was super great. We were both excited. We were finally gonna have the house. I didn't move in. He was the only one that moved in. For those who think we ended up moving in together, no. Rudy moved in March, and then
that same day that I closed, I already had everything.
Yeah, and then
was so super excited. But go ahead.
Right. And so we continued with the wedding process. We ended up having Lisette as our wedding coordinator, who literally saved our lives.
Shout out to Wonderfully Made.
Yeah, and Wonderfully Made Floral and their whole team literally saved us because
so much stress and so much money.
Yes,
and so much time.
Right, but we did see like God's hand in everything. I think when it came like financially, when it came to the wedding, we both were providing for the wedding. Like we didn't really have like, you would say, like a lot of people helping us. We did have like his parents, my parents, and other like close people to us who helped us out with the wedding. But like most of the wedding already paid for it because I like contributed in like some things, but not like big
Yeah, and
things.
you missed one other thing. Like, whenever we were buying the venue,
Oh yeah.
you know, there
Oh,
was.
when did we book it? January. Yes. So January after we toured the venues. Yeah. Go ahead.
So we had like saw like maybe 5 venues in person, and we were trying to decide which venue we were gonna pick. You know, we were praying, and we just couldn't decide. Like, she wanted this, and I wanted that, and
But
you know.
okay, we're gonna try to keep going a little bit faster. Okay, we last left off at the
So
venue.
we were looking at the 5 different venues that we saw, and then we were looking at our 2 bank accounts or my bank account that we saw. So at the end of the day, we were praying, and we're like, God, we need you to help us make a decision that was gonna be the right venue for us. So
I ended up finding this venue, the Springs Wallaceville. I saw that they had a special going on, and our wedding day was going to be a weekday, right? So whenever we went to go tour them, we ended up getting 3 specials. So we ended up getting a special off that they had a promotion, and then it was a weekday in an off-season month. So those 3 specials ended up bringing our cost to our venue down to like almost just $1,000.
No, not even $1,000.
Like just $1,000, about just $1,000, and then
it was like around. No, it was more than that, but
it was like a bit more than that, I think, but it was around there. And then the money that we Rudy had received from the dress ended up being like the whatever after what I used for the dress, like the extra leftover money ended up being the same amount that we needed for this venue, right? So we're like
for the down payment
for this venue. So we're like what the heck? Like that was like the next like whoa moment, like that it ended up being exactly the amount we needed. And then the final payment day ended up being 4/20, our dating anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
Which was like, whoa, like it just kept like being like, whoa.
The stars were aligning.
Yeah, and it was like, whoa, like this is like God is like moving, like God is making things happen. Like this is a sign that this wedding is meant to be happening. And yeah, and so everything just continued. We ended up planning the wedding. Everything ended up happening. What else happened? Like that was like a big moment or like a whoa moment. There's other times too that happened, like other small little like miracles you could say, or like moments that were like, wow, I can't believe like this is like happening. Like we were so grateful, we were so blessed that everything was coming together. Yeah, coming together for the wedding. And then we ended up picking our wedding rings, like our wedding bands. I ended up picking our wedding bands and paying for them. But the wedding day came, guys. If you haven't seen our vlogs on our YouTube channel, go ahead and watch them. Get our reaction of how it was like for us on that wedding day, the days that came before the wedding day. Honestly, it's like it goes into way more detail into how everything happened and everything that led up to the wedding day. But yeah, and we're gonna go ahead and answer your final question as to why we're dressed like this, you may ask. Well, today is June 8th of 2021. Today we decided to do our kind of like a pre-anniversary photo session with one of our good friends, Kevin. We'll probably put his Instagram down below so you can check out his work. He does amazing work. He's gonna help us out with a small project too that we're gonna bring it in to add to our wedding anniversary special. But guys, yeah, next week and on Thursday, it's gonna be our first wedding anniversary, and that's probably around the same time you're gonna be watching this video. But what else have I missed, babe?
Where are we going?
Nah, but like they'll find out about that later.
Okay.
But what else have I missed? But yeah, guys, that's pretty much. I mean, kind of like our story, how it started,
Yeah.
how it is up until now. We didn't really talk about like how our first year being married was,
Yeah.
but that's just for maybe another video. um, what else
Yeah,
have I
I mean that's
said?
pretty much it. Like that's the whole timeline since I met her to where we at right now. About to make a year, so we'll talk more about
Time
how
flies.
the year went with us, and
And
it's not easy, but
it's been a journey, guys. Like how from the very beginning up until now, how everything's been like. But I wouldn't change a thing about it. I think the way it all happened, the way it took so long, I think it was for a purpose. And like we always said, it's like if it's God's will, like it will be done the way He plans
Yeah.
on making it happen.
Yeah.
And
all you gotta do is trust God, do your part, continue to follow His ways,
Yeah.
believe in Him, and honor Him through the whole process, and then and in reward to that, you're gonna go ahead and have the best wedding of your life, the best
relationship,
Yeah.
wherever you're at, in whatever stage you're at in your relationship. If you're single, somebody will be out there, somebody will come into your life at the right moment.
and ask for a selfie.
I think for both of us, we can say that we came into each other's life at the right time. If you're dating, continue to grow your relationship, continue to your love for each other. Trust God the entire time.
Put Him in the center of your
Put Him
relationship.
in the center of your relationship. If you're engaged, like be patient, guys, with each other. Don't stress each other out. Just pray about it. Relax. Let God's will be done. And if you're married and also about to be a year, well, you know what's going on.
But alright, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching this video. We hope that you got to know a little bit more about us and our story, for those that were wondering. But if you want more details, or if you want us to talk about a certain topic or a certain thing about us, or would like some advice on something, comment below or shoot us a message. But thank you for watching this video, guys, and we hope you enjoyed it. And let's continue this wedding anniversary special. Bye,
Until
guys.
next time.